Hey everybody. Well, today I've actually decided to sit down and talk to everybody about anxiety. Disclaimer I will always put in front of for mental health videos is I'm not a doctor, professional, anything like that. I'm a long-term survivor. I do have anxiety and I wanted to talk about it. Anybody else that has anxiety will definitely understand what I'm talking about. If not necessarily you have anxiety, you know somebody who has anxiety, a family member, friend, partner, whatever. I know it's very hard to deal with it when somebody's having a panic attack or an anxiety attack and not knowing what to do. Now, I'm just going to talk from my perspective. When I feel myself getting anxious, I try to just sit back and count to 10 or count back from 10 in my head and just breathe if I can help it. Some things you can't. Now, when I have an anxiety attack, it can come on and I can freak out, and I'm not really much of a crier. But if it gets really, really bad and I'm so overwhelmed, I will actually curl up into a ball on the floor and just cry. And I can't explain to you what it's like. It's debilitating, it's painful, it's exhausting. So it's good to know what your triggers are, and it's good to know what to do if you feel your anxiety starting to come on. For me, a lot of times it can be from building. It could just be from life. It could just be from simple things. And it just kind of piles up on top of each other, and then just all of a sudden, boom. I would have to say my anxiety's gotten a little worse since I've gotten older. I think a lot of it has to do with I had a learning disability growing up and everything, and I used to get teased at school, and just having to deal with other mental illness stuff adds to it. And I worry a lot. I'm told not to worry, but you can't help it. So after I have an anxiety attack and I come down from it, I feel absolutely exhausted. I feel just everything's been sucked out of me. Emotions, physically, I feel like I ran a marathon, and I can't explain it. It's just like you're emotionally drained and all you want to do is sleep, because it takes so much out of you. It's just like boom, all these emotions just come crashing down on you, and you're just like, and you're so overwhelmed. And when it finally passes, that's really the only thing you can do is just sleep. And it also too depends on the days. Like, for me, I don't like going to the malls, for example, especially around Christmas or when there's big sales and stuff, because it makes me very anxious. And I think a lot of times I end up building things up in my head more than what it's going to actually be. And it's like when I went to the mall once when I was Christmas shopping, and I thought it was going to be so like hectic, but it actually didn't turn out to be that bad. And I actually had a good time. So my advice for anybody who's dealing with anxiety is to learn more about it, is to learn your triggers. Talk to somebody if you need to. There are resources online. You need to see a counselor, therapist, whatever. Do it, because it can be very debilitating. And again, if you don't necessarily deal with anxiety yourself, somebody important in your life does. Learn about it, read up about it. I know it's tough to deal with it because you feel helpless because there's nothing you can really do for the person other than be there for them and help them calm down. If they freak out, it's normal for them. And sometimes when you especially get into that mode, when just, the best way for me to describe it is it's just all this emotion, almost like a fireball, and when it grows and grows and grows and grows, boom, it's like an explosion, boom, and that's exactly what happens. So I hope this video has helped anybody out, and if you ever want to talk, hit me up. All my notifications, or sorry, all my contact and stuff is below. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications if you care to join my channel. And can't wait to see you guys soon.